Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. There's not really much of a way I can build up the suspense to tell you this announcement because you already know from the title, but I am engaged and I just wanted to share the story of how my now fiance proposed and a little background on our relationship. If you aren't interested in the backstory, I'll put a timestamp somewhere on the screen where you can fast forward if you just want to hear how he proposed. Okay, so Sunny and I met in May of 2011 as I was finishing up my senior year of high school, about to graduate, and he is a year older than me, so he was finished and home from college after his freshman year. I was going to a party with one of my good friends, and Sunny and I went to the same high school, so we had a lot of mutual friends, but we never met each other, which is pretty common because I went to a very large high school. So I remember when I was introduced to Sunny that night at the party, he was like, wow, I can't believe I've never met you before. And when we met, it was like everything in the room stopped. Everything felt blurry except for the two of us. And that wasn't because I'd been drinking too much. I had just gotten to the party. We both felt this crazy connection because I asked him later and he said, yeah, like I felt some kind of connection to you. That night we really hit it off and got along. He asked me to be his pong partner, which we look back and laugh at that now. We exchanged names and numbers. And then a few weeks later, we went on our first date downtown to an art museum. And then a few weeks after that, he asked me to be his girlfriend and he made it official. And then a few weeks after that, he told me he loved me for the first time. So like I said, we went to the same high school. Sunny had finished up his freshman year at the same college that I was actually going to that fall. So it just kind of really worked out for us. We dated all through college. Definitely had our ups and downs, but I feel like we've really just grown up together and we never really grew apart. I like to say we've said a lot of I'm sorry's, but even more I love you's. And even when we argue and fight, we really work through everything and grow together, and it makes us stronger as a couple. So after Sunny graduated college, I was still a senior in college because like I said, he's a year older than me. So he got a job in another city and we kind of did the long distance thing for a year, and it wasn't really a big deal to me. I never was like, oh my God, we're gonna be apart for a year. I just kind of saw it as like, okay, I'm gonna visit you like a few times a month whenever I can. It was never my intention to like try and follow him to the city to try and get a job with him. Like that would have been amazing, but I wasn't like purposefully seeking out a job in this city as well. I just kind of wanted whatever worked out best for me, and I knew that we would be together no matter what. So a friend of mine actually ended up sending over a job opportunity in the same city, and I was like, well, this might be something good just in the meantime while I'm looking for another job. And it ended up working out and I got the job, and so Sunny and I got to live in the same city for a while after I graduated college, and I kind of got to follow him there. And then it ended up working out again because I was managing a boutique in this city and the owner of the boutique had some health problems. He ended up unfortunately having to close down the store I was managing, but that ended up happening at the same time that Sunny was transferred back to our hometown to work there. So I was like, well, there's nothing for me in this city. I might as well move back home too. And then I ended up finding a job there later. Things just really have worked out and we've always just found a way back to each other. And I'm so excited I get to marry him. I really feel like we're soulmates and I could not be happier. So obviously we had been dating for over 8 years, so this was a long time coming. We had talked about it for a while, and I knew that since we just bought a house together this summer and we had just moved in together, that it was gonna be kind of the next step. So I had a feeling it was coming soon, especially since it was the first weekend I had had off in so long. It was kind of like his only chance for a while since I work retail and it's the holidays, and me getting a weekend off is pretty rare. So I remember when I told him I had a full weekend off, I was so excited. And he's like, save a little bit of time to hang out with me this weekend. And I was like, oh, don't worry, I am, because we had talked about going Christmas home decor shopping. So that was kind of the plan. So I kind of thought that there might be a chance that I would be proposed to this weekend. We had planned to just have a fun day Christmas shopping together, shopping for decor because it was our first Christmas in our new house. And I was so excited about that, but I was like, is he gonna propose to me in Hobby Lobby? Like, how would that work? I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe he'll take me away somewhere, like to a secret location. I didn't know. And so I wasn't really thinking about it the whole day. It was kind of like not even at the back of my mind. I wasn't thinking about it at all. I was just excited to have a fun day together. So I just went into the day not having any expectations, just trying to have a really fun day. The morning started off perfectly. I was making breakfast. We had Rick and Morty on. Sunny was putting up our tree. And I remember looking around and just being like, wow, this is exactly how I used to picture my mornings, how I wanted them to be on days when things weren't so good. Like, this is kind of what I suffered for in a way. You know that tweet that's like, one day you'll wake up and make pancakes with the love of your life or something like that? That's how I felt in that moment. And I was like, this is kind of has been worth all the heartache, all the tears, all the loneliness. Like, I'm finally at a good point. And I just felt so happy. And I remember telling Sunny, I was like, this is perfect. Like, this could not be more perfect. And I remember just looking around and being like, wow, this is how I always hoped my life would be. So after we ate breakfast and got ready, we went out, and it started off kind of as like not the most successful day, but then we ended up going to Hobby Lobby and having a lot of luck there. So the day kind of turned around and was on a positive note. So if you watch my Christmas home decor haul, you know all the places we went Christmas shopping. We just had the best time, and we found so much great stuff for our house. And the whole day I wasn't thinking like, oh, he's about to propose, he's about to propose. It wasn't even in my mind at all. He ended up actually inviting his mom and sister to meet up with us, and we went and got dinner. And before we got dinner with them, we stopped off at his family's house to grab some ornaments because we didn't really find any ornaments like we were hoping to while we were shopping. So she ended up having some that worked out really well. They're the ones you see here, the red and gold for our tree. So after we picked those up, we went to dinner. And it was just a really good time. We just had a really good day. It was really laid back. Again, I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm about to get proposed to. So we get home from Christmas shopping and dinner, and then our plan was to set up our decorations, get everything in order, see how things looked in the house, and then put the ornaments on our tree. So after a little bit of setting everything up, Sunny went upstairs for a little while, and I was just kind of like messing around on my phone, waiting for him. And then he brings down this big tub of ornaments. It was the one that his mom gave to us. So he has this big heavy tub of ornaments, and he just like puts it down, and he has his back turned to me. And then he is like, where do you think we should put this one? And so I'm thinking it's an ornament, and he's giving me the first ornament to hang on the tree. And he turns around, and it's the ring box with the ring, and he proposed. And I was just in shock. Like, I honestly haven't really felt excitement until recently, just because I was in shock. It was like 11 p.m. at night, and I wasn't expecting to get proposed to. You know, the day was kind of already done, and I was just like, I wasn't like, oh, I didn't get proposed to today, and I was expecting it. It wasn't like that at all. It just kind of was surprising to me, and I'm really glad that it was. I used to always say that I wanted to be proposed to like in public and have someone be able to take photos, but the way it happened was just really special. It was our first Christmas in our first home, decorating our first Christmas tree together. So now every year when we decorate the tree, it's just gonna be like a special moment that we can always look back on and remember. That's also why I wanted to film this video in front of our Christmas tree, because it's kind of just like a special thing. It's where it all happened, and I could not be happier or more excited. I'll insert a little ring montage. I hope you guys enjoyed my little engagement story time. I hope it wasn't too sappy for anyone. I'm honestly not really into super sappy romantic stories, but I did want to share the story of us because I think it's very special. And our relationship isn't perfect, but if it was perfect, then it wouldn't be real. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and like my content, please stick around by hitting the subscribe button. There's definitely going to be lots of wedding planning videos to come, and I'm super excited for all of that. It's going to be stressful, but it's going to be good. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.